All right, welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're jumping into something really fascinating. A thought experiment, actually. One that touches on mystery, power, and the very idea of trust in technology.
It really does. It's about Bitcoin, but maybe not in the way people usually talk about it.
Exactly. So imagine this scenario. You wake up tomorrow, you're scrolling, maybe Twitter, maybe somewhere else, and bang, there it is.
What is it?
A verified post from an account that's been dead silent for, what, over a decade? And it just says 3 words. I am Satoshi.
Wow. Okay. Just picturing this.
Yeah, creator of Bitcoin. Can you imagine the absolute pandemonium?
Oh, absolutely. Chaos doesn't even begin to cover it.
News channels would be falling over themselves. Analysts totally scrambling. And the crypto markets, forget swinging.
They'd either go supernova or just crater, depending on the next words.
Right, precisely.
Yeah.
The global impact instantly would be, well, staggering.
It would be seismic, no question. And, the money side, the price, that's obviously huge. But what's really interesting, I think, is that it goes way beyond just the price charts.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, Satoshi isn't just some programmer.
No, it's more like...
It's an idea, right?
Yeah.
A symbol. Almost this mythical figure representing decentralization, power outside of the usual systems, governments, banks.
That's a great way to put it. A symbol.
So the real question becomes, if that myth, that powerful symbol, suddenly gets a human face again, does Bitcoin lose some of its magic? Does the return of the creator actually undermine the creation? That's the core of it, I think.
That's exactly what we want to unpack today, because this idea of a truly leaderless system, peer-to-peer, it's so fundamental to Bitcoin's whole identity.
It is.
So yeah, it's not just if Satoshi came back, but how they came back, what would that even look like? So, okay, let's dive in. Our mission here is to really explore these different scenarios, the implications.
That's good. Where do we start?
Well, let's maybe start with the scenario that probably keeps some crypto folks up at night. Sort of negative potential. What if Satoshi returned and wanted to take control?
Right. The power play scenario.
Yeah. I mean, think about the power we're discussing. It's not just fame.
No, not at all.
It's access to potentially over 1 million Bitcoin, the Satoshi stash, right?
Yeah.
From the very early days, untouched.
Untouched, that's the key.
Yeah.
Just moving those coins would be like an earthquake.
Exactly. An economic earthquake.
And you've just landed on the biggest fear, haven't you? That economic power is almost, well, it's hard to grasp.
It really is.
If Satoshi decided to, I don't know, weaponize that, just sell a fraction.
Even a small fraction.
The market could just collapse.
Yeah.
Instantly. Billions wiped out. Gone.
Wow.
And the shockwaves wouldn't stop at crypto. Think about how that looks to traditional finance, the perception of all digital assets. Be catastrophic, panic, loss of confidence.
No, panic.
And beyond the money, think about the trust. The community trust that's been built up very carefully over all these years.
And it could just evaporate.
Completely. Bitcoin's whole selling point is decentralization. No CEO, no board, no single point of failure. That's the core feature.
Right.
If suddenly, boom, a central figure steps in trying to pull the strings, it just guts the whole premise. It attacks the philosophy that drove Bitcoin's growth in the first place.
It's a genuinely scary thought. If you believe in that decentralized ideal, you can almost feel the collective shudder online.
Definitely.
Okay, but let's flip the coin, as they say. Let's look at the other side.
A more optimistic take.
Yeah. What if Satoshi came back not to control, but maybe to guide, like a benevolent hand?
Interesting. How so?
Well, imagine the potential positive input, maybe advocating for better development paths, pushing for stronger privacy tech or ways to make Bitcoin even more resistant to any kind of centralization.
Using their original insight.
Exactly. With that unique perspective, maybe offering a vision nobody else has.
Okay, that's a compelling counter scenario.
Yes.
The potential for a positive shockwave is there too. A guiding figure like Satoshi could, potentially, unite some of the communities within Bitcoin development that, let's be honest, can sometimes be a bit fractured.
That's true. Contentious sometimes.
Their return might spark a whole new wave of adoption. Imagine the creator endorsing it, explaining the vision clearly. That could bring huge legitimacy for the mainstream.
Bring people in who are still on the fence.
Exactly. So it's not just about the tech advice, it's about inspiration, maybe some cohesion, a sense of direction.
So the so what, as you say.
Yeah, the so what is that this kind of guiding presence could genuinely reshape Bitcoin's future. Think about the big debates, scaling, governance, philosophy.
Things the community has wrestled with for years.
Right. Satoshi's voice, if it aligned with the core values, could maybe cut through some of that noise, offer clarity, perhaps overcome hurdles just by providing that original perspective. It's fascinating to consider.
It really is. Okay, so we've got these two poles, potential control versus potential guidance. But all of this hinges on, well, on who Satoshi actually is.
Ah, yes, the identity question.
Which adds this whole other layer, doesn't it? We talk about Satoshi like it's one guy, but the mystery is way deeper.
It absolutely is.
All the speculation over the years, one person, a group, something else entirely. How does that reality, whatever it is, change how we trust or understand Bitcoin?
And that's such a critical point, because the answer could either, solidify Bitcoin's origin story or just blow it up completely.
Right. So if it turned out to be one brilliant person working alone.
That reinforces the myth, right? The lone genius against the system. It's validating in a way.
Yeah.
It fits the narrative we know.
What if it wasn't?
Exactly. What if it was a team, a coordinated group, maybe with their own agenda, or the really explosive one? What if it was a government, a state-sponsored project?
Oof. Yeah.
That changes everything. The whole context just flips. You'd have to question the motives from day one. Was it really about decentralization, or was there some hidden, maybe centralized goal all along?
And the trust implications there are just massive. If Bitcoin, this icon of independent money, was secretly a government project,
It unravels so much of the ideology, doesn't it?
it feels like a philosophical betrayal, almost.
It really does. So the nature of who Satoshi is, it directly impacts our trust. It speaks to the integrity of the whole thing, its purpose, its future. If the truth revealed some hidden agenda, some conflict of interest.
It could completely erode the trust built up over more than a decade.
Precisely. It could recast the entire project in a much more cynical light.
Okay, so we've gone through these scenarios, the identity mystery. It's a lot to take in.
It is. High stakes all around.
And this leads to, I think, the real twist, the sort of paradoxical idea at the heart of this whole thing.
Which is?
Maybe the best thing Satoshi ever did for Bitcoin was just disappear.
The vanishing act is the ultimate gift.
Exactly. Connect that to the bigger picture for us. Why was vanishing so important?
Well, by stepping away, by choosing silence and anonymity, Satoshi let Bitcoin become, ours. Everyone's.
Not tied to one person.
Exactly. It wasn't dependent on one person's ego or decisions or potential mistakes down the line.
Yeah.
It was free to be truly leaderless.
Which forced the community to step up.
Absolutely. It transformed Bitcoin from just a clever piece of tech into a genuine open source project, a decentralized idea. The community had to figure out governance, consensus, the path forward, without a central authority to tell them what to do.
Building its own resilience.
That's precisely it. The disappearance cemented Bitcoin's decentralization. It proved it could survive and thrive because it didn't depend on one person, not even its founder.
It's this incredible irony, isn't it? The leader leaving is what made the system strong.
Profound irony, yeah.
It allowed that initial promise, a system free from single points of control, to actually blossom. It became what it is because Satoshi got out of the way.
Couldn't have said it better.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we're kind of left with this amazing paradox, aren't we?
Definitely.
On one hand, you have this maybe primal urge for the creator to return, to give answers, to lead. But on the other hand, there's the power and the meaning of their total absence.
It really highlights that core tension, doesn't it? The desire for leadership, that sort of comfort you get from an authority figure, versus the ideal of leaderless decentralization that Bitcoin aims for. Its whole history has been shaped by that tension. Would the benefits of Satoshi's guidance actually outweigh the core principle that it works because it doesn't need a leader?
That's the million or maybe billion-dollar question.
Or maybe even $1 trillion question these days. It's deeply philosophical, really.
So we'll leave you, the listener, with this final thought to chew on, something that goes beyond our chat today.
Okay.
If Satoshi did come back tomorrow, maybe the real question isn't just what would they do or who are they, but would we even want them to? Or has the ghost of Satoshi already given us the best gift possible? Freedom from meeting leaders at all, forcing us to figure out this decentralized future for ourselves.
A powerful thought to end on.
Think about that. Until next time on The Deep Dive, keep digging deeper.